What's up, guys? Welcome back to Picky Garage. Today I'm at Wild Wraps with the owner Brian, and I brought the TRX in. He's going to do window tints for me, so we decided to go 50 in the front, 20 on the side, 5 on the back rear windows, and then 20 on the very far back, if you can see in there. I'm a B-word when it comes to like night vision. I can't see at night, but it's okay. And Brian offers a whole slew of services, tints. He does wraps. This truck actually used to be a different color. It used to be white, and we wrapped the whole thing orange, right?
No, it was red, actually.
Oh, yeah. It's red. It's like, it was right like that. But yeah, so this is Brian. He's going to like just run you through what he does, what he provides. He's located in the Maryland region. So go to the office. Brian is going to go ahead and walk you through all the things that he offers here at Wild Wraps. Go ahead, take it away, Brian.
Yeah, so we offer 3 different levels of Xpel film. We offer the CS, the XR, and XR Plus film. The XR films are actually a nanoceramic film. The XR film is actually going to block out 88% of the infrared, as where the XR Plus film is going to block out 98% of the infrared heat. CS film, it's a dyed film. It's not really designed to block out any of the heat, more of an aesthetic thing. You're still going to get 26% of the heat. They all are color stable, which means they're not going to fade. They have a lifetime warranty. Moving on to another service we offer is we offer stealth paint protection film and clear paint protection film. Also Xpel now, we carry their gloss black paint protection film, which is really cool stuff. If you ever had a black car, you get those swirls in it almost immediately when you wash it. I don't care if you coat the car or not, swirls are going to happen. What's really cool about the black PPF is you're going to get swirls in it, but you park it out in the sun for a little while or hit it with a little hair dryer, the swirls go away. It's really cool. It has a self-healing top coat, as well as all of these films have a self-healing top coat as well. You got a black car, it's gloss or white or whatever color you have, you can actually put this stealth on it. It makes like a matte finish. I don't know if you can see that too well, but if it was gloss yellow, gloss black, matte black, if you will.
Here, I'll shine some light on it.
Let's shine some lights.
Oh, yeah.
We should actually, that's what those outlets up there are going to be. They're going to be lights shining down, but...
Oh, there you go.
You can see. Here's actually a coating line. So here's a ceramic coating. A lot of people want to know, like, does it change the color of it? Yeah, it does a little bit. It adds a little bit more depth. So we coat it right to this line. Down here, there is no coating. It's more like a matte finish. It's more like almost like a satin.
Yeah.
It's still like matte, but
there you go.
Pretty cool.
That.
And obviously, this is a clear film. As you see, this whole board has swirl marks, and I don't know if you can see it in your camera here. You move over here where the film is, you don't see it anymore. It actually kind of covers up some of the swirl marks, which is pretty cool. And if you get them in the film, you hit it with a heat gun or park it in the sun or even warm water, and it goes away. It's really cool stuff.
Oh, wow.
So back to the coating. I know I mentioned this a second ago. We do offer ceramic coatings. We offer Xpel Fusion ceramic coatings. We also offer the Ceramic Pro ceramic coatings. Couple different options. They make like the 2-year, 3-year, 5-year. Fusion is good for about 7 years. So it's only one deal with that. It's just a 7-year coating. The Ceramic Pro, you get the 2, the 3, the 5, and what's also now they make a lifetime coating, which is pretty cool. It's a lot of layers of coating. Apparently, it never goes away. Works really cool.
Oh yeah.
We also do wraps. That's what mainly the business is built on. We started off with tinting, we moved to wrapping, got into paint protection, film installs, coatings, but wraps is what we're really known for. We do some wild and crazy wraps. We also now are offering custom print wraps, which is really cool. Like anything you can think of, you can print on vinyl, whether you want to put it on your floor, your wall, in your house, your business, or your van for advertising purposes, or just maybe your personal car. You can wrap a solid color, or you can get a full print. Pretty cool stuff. Now we're going to go in here, we're going to do some window.
Yeah, we're going to go back to the window tinting.
Okay. Alright guys, so just wanted to mention a couple things that you need to really think about when you're bringing a very expensive vehicle to a shop to get window tint, especially on your windshield. A lot of people think, it's just tint, but there's a lot that goes into it. This is one very important part right here. You need to protect the electronics, especially in these trucks. A lot of shops, they're not going to do that. They're going to get water everywhere. You're going to leave and probably have issues. Well, we take an extra step here. We put a bunch of drop cloths down. We put a soak rope in here, and we make sure it's done right. So when you leave with your vehicle, it's going to leave the way it came in as far as running goes, and it's going to leave looking cooler because you're going to have tint on it. So we're going to get to that part in here in a second. Right, and then we'll go over. I don't know if you guys noticed, but while I was telling you about this drop cloth here, what Jordan over there was doing is we're actually soaping up the glass. It's like a temporary wax we put on the glass to allow the film to essentially kind of float. So when you shrink it to the shape of the glass, it's not going to cause any pinching or creasing. It's going to conform very smoothly, and once we get that shape of the glass, we can move on to the installation process. Yes, the tint goes on the inside, it does not go on the outside. I'll show you here how it goes in a second.
Okay.
So this dispenser over here, and what I did not mention earlier when I did the windshield was the part on lining the film up correctly on the plotter. The y-axis and the x-axis needs to be ran perfectly straight so you get that right pattern. Otherwise, it's going to run crooked, run off, and have all kinds of issues. I'm guessing you got it set up now. That's what he was doing. I didn't mention it. And if you look over here, I'm going to show you real quick. We have little marks here, a little red dot here. I don't know if you can see the one. I guess it wore off. There's one here, and there's one back there. The film should essentially be right here. And as it runs, you don't want to see it shifting at all, because if it does, if you look carefully here, there's actually rollers here, and these wheels are what holds it down on pressure. And if you don't have it running straight, it will run crooked, and that will run off, and you'll be all kinds of jammed up and messed up. So that's one important thing to keep in mind if you're tinting your own car with a plotter.
Okay.
So after the machine plots it out, you actually have to cut all this excess off. It doesn't actually cut it through. It gives you just enough to where you can trace it. I'm going to stick it here on the outside of the glass. We need Here you go.
That's the one that was sitting up here?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we're going to shrink the windshield on the outside before we put it on the inside. We have the tint laid out in what's called the H pattern. So it kind of holds it in place. I'm going to squeegee what's called fingers. We're going to squeegee these out, shrink it to that shape, and then we're going to put it on the inside. I don't know how much you guys can see here, but very carefully heating the material. As it reacts, push it down. Push it down, heat it, push it down. No, don't get this confused. You definitely can get creases in this very easily by getting it too hot, hitting a dry spot that wasn't soaked up properly. You get stuck and crease right up on you. Not good. All right, now that we got our shape, it's all shrunk, I'm wetting it, rolling it up. I'm gonna take it on the inside now. Roll it up to make it a little easier to handle. obviously keeping the release liner intact so we don't cause contamination in the film. Alright. I'm going to clean his windshield off one more time. All right, so we got the film in place on the glass. If you want to check the front of it out here, I'm going to squeegee all this water out to the sides. The reason for the water is to allow the film to be positioned in place without sticking immediately when it touches the glass. And once it's in the spot, squeegee it out, box it in. Hang on a second. All right, so sometimes when they're putting the glass in, that rubber seal that they use to kind of like, because it's silicone, they use to kind of mold it or stick it to the frame or whatever you call it. Sometimes it's inconsistent and it gets in the way of the template, so in this case we have to trim it off. The excess. It's not that it's a bad template, it's just that there's an inconsistency inside here and doesn't allow it to set down like it should. Trimming this off. All right. That allows it to sit down nice and flush. Pull the excess tin out. Here it is. Just that much that I need to trim off, but it wouldn't allow it to sit properly. So that's seal in there. Now we're good to go. All right, so this is how a professionally installed windshield should look. This is our 50%, I'm sorry, 55% to be exact, XR Plus. I'll show you inside. This is what I was referring to. If you look in here, I don't know how well you can see that, but there's an inconsistency in the seal, which was causing the template to not fit perfectly, but now it does. Super clean, crystal clear finish, no contamination. This is what you want. All right, so we're gonna pull our dash protector off. Step 1 of 3. This is to make sure that no water gets past even the towels. I got 2 of these towels in here, tucked way deep in there, so you don't have to worry about any water getting on these electronics. And look how clean and dry that dash is. And as you see, all the electronics still work. And if you look right now on the forums, I can guarantee you people are terrified to tint their windshields because they don't realize that it can be done, and they think it can't be done because all these horror stories from people doing it the wrong way and causing a lot of damage. Well, there you have it. That's the correct way. Move along to the side windows. I'll show you how that goes down a little bit. All right, so again, 55% XR Plus on the front windshield, 20% XR Plus on the sides. This is the shrinking process about to go down, and we're going to do 5% over these two windows here because it is legal, and then we're going to put 20% over the back three windows. Actually, we already did that, but we put 20% of the back three windows here for visibility purposes at that time. You can still see through just a little bit, but definitely a lot darker than it was. Looks similar to this here. You can see the difference. 20 over factory, puts it at about 5. That is the original 20% therefore. So a little bit of shrinkage needs to happen. Again, displayed earlier, these are what's called fingers. I guess whoever made the Termo thought it looked like an actual finger, but these need to be shrunk out. So let's go. That's good. Nice and ready to go. Step 1, spray the window down. Step 2, take a fresh scraper, get contamination off. Step 3, wipe it around the window frame and the top edge. 4, wet it again. 5, squeegee it off. 6, wet it again. 7, get that alignment perfect. 8, squeegee it out. 9, tuck all that into the bottom gasket. 10, squeegee some more. All right, I think this is 10. All right, so number 10, wipe all of your residual water off of the glass, inside and out. Make sure it looks super nice. Go to this side, wipe this off one more time. And this is the finished product that you want to receive on your vehicle, especially if it's a nice one and you want top-notch quality. This is how it should look.
All right, guys, so here is what it looks like inside with the tint. Perfect visibility. 20 on the side, 50 on the windshield, or 55, 20 on the two drivers and passenger windows, 5% on the back window, and 20 on the rear there. And I do have the moonroof open, so here, let me close that. Makes it a little bit darker, but I was really scared that at night I would not have good visibility because I don't have good night vision. When it gets dark out, I have trouble seeing down, and I didn't want to be one of those people that had to put their windows down every time got into the vehicle. But with the moonroof closed, you can see it's a little bit dark in here. But I've been driving with this setup for about 3 weeks now, and it is perfect. Wild Wraps did a perfect job of putting these on here. I'll show you the outside. It looks like so. Really dark outside. You did a great job. I couldn't find any imperfections in the tint. So like I said, it's 25 over the factory. I think it's factory like 20. There's 20 in the back. Yeah, it did a great job. Super happy with it. And at night it's hard to hear. It's hard to see out of the rear here, but the fronts are fine. Super pleased with the results. Super happy with the truck as well. But yeah, great job. And great customer service from Wild Wraps. Really happy with how it all turned out. Here's the inside again. Yeah, great job.
I've never felt so alive in my life, 'cause you make me come to life every time I'm free. Oh, and I'm loving all that you do. Can't you see?